Biomedical research is at a crossroads. Traditional research methodologies often fail to respond to pressing public health needs, leaving a critical need for innovative methods. Today, at the BioMed21 workshop, leaders are gathered to discuss how we can promote human-centered methodologies and what sort of transformative policies could achieve their widespread dissemination, improving biomedical research and ultimately improving lives as well.
I think human-centered research has an important role in the future in public health because so many models are now being developed.
Over the last 20 years, the majority of the funding has been for toxicology and especially systemic toxicity. But there are also projects on ecotoxicology and also basic preclinical studies and quality assessment and finally training.
Well, I think that this BioMed21 workshop is very important in bringing together people from different perspectives, actually, from the EU, but also from industry, from regulators. I think only by having this discussion and exchanging experiences and looking together to the future, these new technologies and the human models can be brought further.
Yeah, so certainly human-relevant research, especially developing tools and resources, are going to play a critical role as we approach the challenges in terms of precision medicine.
I also would like to present that what we are doing, for example, is another tool, developing a tool on behalf of the JRC and ECFA, particularly coming from a European Parliament project that would also enable you to perform, I would say, the first level of this analysis. This tool will be mostly available at the end of 2025, but this is mostly relying actually on the NIH PubMed information. But as I said, you can start and go there just to look for human biology-based models, okay? Apply to any area, apply to different type of sectors.
We analyzed 590 projects, which were 90% of the funding for these areas. Only project receiving at least 200,000 euros.
The future of biomedical research, I think that is an important area that needs a lot of development in terms of developing human-relevant new approach methodologies. We had a number of landscape analysis. That means looking at the literature in terms of the areas that has been active in the areas of NAM development. We held 3 listening sessions, one with academia, one with industry, and then the rest with government and non-government organizations.
And with this slide, it shows that actually the collaborative projects increase over the different framework programs, but the number of projects decreased less. So this means that the projects are bigger and bigger over the different framework programs, the collaborative research projects.
And regarding the peer-reviewed journals, I think it's improving now, but I think it's possible for the future, and it would be very good that they indeed do not ask again for animal data, but are willing to publish the results of the new methodologies and the new human model systems in their journals, so that there is more attention also for what is the outcome of the research with these model systems.
We try to transfer ideas between different communities which have to agree on evidence-based policy making.
Translation is to bridge a gap between science and actionable knowledge, and to create a better alignment between research and real-world impact.
I think this type of convening stakeholders is playing a very important role in terms of not only identifying where the opportunities are, but also in terms of navigating through the challenges, whether it be funding, whether it be policy making, or looking even at regulatory acceptance.
Being able to work together for jointly developed tools and models, for working together, bringing the knowledge of the different layers of the organizations that participate in this value chain, understanding the mechanism, validate the biology, being transparent along the regulatory process, and at the end of the day, develop the standards that will put the label of excellent.
This workshop plays a critical role in bringing together stakeholders so that we start beginning the conversation on how to address those challenges at the global level, rather than looking at it more in terms of regional or geographic specific solutions.
I think we have a lot of great solutions that have been spawning either from startups or from academia, and now we're really lacking the ability to show, to prove, so to do the whole validation and convince regulators, policymakers that these are safe, efficient, they are accurate, and so they should be uptaken into the policy.
And as you can see from this bar chart, the 5 most selected public health topics were in this order: mental health disorders, metabolic syndrome, cancer, antimicrobial resistance, and environmental pollution. We also inquired about the most relevant unmet medical needs, and the 5 most selected options were, in this order: early diagnosis, primary prevention, the impact of environmental factors on disease, the design of personalized medicine approaches, and the need for better access to care and therapies.
If no action is taken, people newly diagnosed will increase to over 3 million by 2040. So the research should focus on accurate, non-invasive detection methods like AI or molecular imaging. The problem is that imaging does not help. Here you see the patient with large bowel cancer before and after immunotherapy, and you can still see residual cancer.
Yeah, I think the major challenge that the whole field needs to tackle, not only in terms of I think the development of the technology, I think that that's going to happen, but ultimately the major challenge is going to be in the validation. It's going to be in how do you build confidence in the technology.
We have to take care to think about what we are considering. The extent of requirements to accept the data that are obtained in such a method will be different than when the method is generating data that will lead to pivotal safety decisions.
We are creating skills lab where simulators can replace partially or totally the use of laboratory animals. So we have also a growth fund to work on training methods in the One Health perspective, including virtual reality.
Education and training is a very important aspect to train the next generation of researchers.
So we need to involve all stakeholders, and this group, this workshop, this little ecosystem can help to establish the dialogue that is necessary for harmonizing perspectives.
Funding, whether it be policy making, or looking even at regulatory acceptance.
Human-centered research has an important role in the future in public health.
We need help from Europe, for example.
It is not the question if they will be implemented, but when.
Be able to have this translation happening between academic work and then uptake by the policy, and then actually have a profound impact, hopefully, on people's life.
I think this is the right way to go. Co-creation, cross-fertilization comes from this type of setting, this type of multi-stakeholder discussion. Thank you very much.